The Boys' Day is important because you can have a taste of jobs which you might not have chosen otherwise. I wanted to try something different. I worked in groups and strengthened the community. I liked everything here. It was informative. It's a lot of fun. It's Boys' Day, Boys' Futures Day. Everywhere in Germany, school pupils are going to welfare services, companies and universities. Here they learn about various professions in which few men have worked previously and participate in workshops. At Riedemed in Hamm, an occupational therapist is explaining to Miguel and Stephen how she works with small children. They can also try it out for themselves. The school pupils obtain a wide-ranging insight into the everyday working lives of the professionals. I think it's good. Then you can already start to prepare for the search for a profession. You can collect ideas there about what you want to do later on. I remember myself noticing earlier on that it wasn't very good. We were never allowed into any businesses, we were never allowed into a practice, we were never allowed to watch doctors. And I said to myself, I will change things. And this Boys' Day is a benefit to the children, the young people, as they can have a real look at the jobs, and therefore I welcome it. In the hypermarket, the boys are lending a hand. For one day, the school pupils are doing what would normally be done by saleswomen and are glad that they choose exactly this Boys' Day placement. Because I really want to know how things are done here. Because I simply wanted to gain experience of how a hypermarket operates. Because it's fun here. Meeting in the Marienstift Home for the Elderly in Bielefeld. Boys' Day participants and residents approach each other cautiously. The school pupils gain an insight of what it is like to work as a care worker with the elderly. There is no sign of any fear of contact. Where I am now, I think it's really good. The care professions or any work with the elderly at all has traditionally been a job for women. We think and know from the men who work with us that it is also a job that appeals to men, and the Boys' Day simply offers young men the opportunity of having a look for themselves. We are very happy to be involved, and it is also very successful, which is good. 14-year-old Tristan selected a pharmacy for his Boys' Day. I think a pharmacy is very interesting because you can help people, and I enjoy doing that. Here the grammar school pupil could work as a pharmacist later on after a university course, or as a technical pharmaceutical assistant after an apprenticeship. We think it's important that the boys can also have a look at a pharmacy, because otherwise we are only women. Or almost only. We have problems finding younger staff, in particular pharmacists, who are the people who run the pharmacy. But it is also slowly starting to be difficult to find the next generation of technical pharmaceutical assistants. On the Boys' Day, boys not only find out about various professions, they also test their ability to work in a team and their social skills, like in a youth center in Bielefeld. We pull this and stretch the rope, then someone walks over here to the end and then jumps down. The difficult thing is that the ropes are thin and it wobbles a lot because it's not really fixed. First there is information about the profession social worker, and then it's all about role models. For example, in the household quiz. That means don't iron, or don't iron hotter than 110 degrees. Don't iron, then the iron would not hotter than 100 degrees. I think it's interesting to think about the role, what I as a young boy really want to do in my life. Where can my place be? Do I want to start a family? What could my role be there? That all changes quite a lot. In 2011, the first Boys' Day was held throughout the whole of Germany. It is based on the following idea. Boys are to think about their future in 3 areas. In the profession, in the service sector with childcare workers, in the care professions. Everywhere apprentices and staff are being sought. If boys also think about these careers, they have much more choice and can really make a decision based on their inclination and talent, and not on the basis of outdated clichés. With the role models. Boys should learn to ask the role model questions and think about how they can best combine a family and their profession in the future. In the field of social skills. They are very important in many professions. Teamwork is now required in almost every sector. Boys should become aware of their social strengths and practice them. Teamwork is also practiced by the Boys' Day participants in the Elizabeth Luder School of Vocational Training in Hamm. They learn games that they can play with children of nursery age. Yes, in general we looked at people to see what it would be like to become a childcare worker. We did experiments that one could carry out with children, building planes. General things one could do with children to look after them and promote their development. The everyday life of the childcare worker is experienced by Neffen in the My Wiese Day Care Nursery in Herford. It's quite good to have a look inside and see what the everyday work is like. His fellow pupil Fabian has also enjoyed this experience. I think it's good on the Boys' Day that you can find out how adults work here and what it might look like for oneself. What waitering staff need to know is being tested by school pupils in Hamm, preparing cocktails and canapés. Beautifully laid tables are also on the Boys' Day agenda. I already knew that we'd be doing something with food, handling it, and I enjoy that. I also help my parents at home in the kitchen. I wanted to have a look with my friends and see what it's like. You meet lots of people, and I imagine it's very interesting. We believe that it's high time that young men are also made aware of professions which are available. The fields of healthcare, social care, the food industry and home economics. These are professions where there will be jobs in the future and where we'll also need men. In the municipal library in Bielefeld, Jeffrey and Jessie are spending a day as specialists for media and information services. The Boys' Days participants are delighted that they have taken up this opportunity. The Boys' Day was fun because we could try lots of exciting things. The Boys' Day is important because you can learn something for the future. I would say that it's definitely worth joining in because it's really interesting. I would recommend it because it's fun and varied. I've found it great so far. The Boys' Day in Germany, so that boys can follow new paths.